San Juan City. Happy Tuesday mga kapuso, November 21st, 2023 as we wind down the elimination round ng inyong NCAA Season 99. Well, stick around and stay tuned because buckle your seats. It will be another good one. We are live on GTV. Binabati din natin lahat ng nakatutok sa ating NCAA Philippines page sa YouTube at sa Facebook. And also, stay updated in everything sports. Just go to GMA Sports PH. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter. Earlier today, Wagian Perpetual Altas keeping their Final Four hopes alive by prevailing over the San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Stags and dealing the Stags their 12th loss this season. Samantala, ang Perpetual help naman goes up to 10-8. And up ahead, it will be, as I said, fireworks, a blockbuster showdown between the number 2 team, 13-4 LPU Pirates, against the number 4 team currently in the team standings with 10 wins and 6 losses with 2 more games coming up, the San Beda Red Lions. And we will get to the team standings in just a bit. Magandang hapon and welcome to another exciting coverage of your NCAA Season 99 New Heroes of the Game. Double A, Double Andre on deck. Andre Felix, Andre Paras. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Get ready. Do you have your popcorn, your water?
I am so ready. Basta ang alam ko, basta Andre ang mag-cover, it's gonna be an exciting game.
It's gonna be a good one for sure between LPU and San Beda Red. We will also be joined by 2 more members of our team, and we will be having Diana Igual doing courtside duties for the LPU Pirates, and Lexi Gonzalez. There they are. She will be working the sidelines for the San Beda Red Lions. We will get to Diana and Lexi for the reports maya-maya lamang. Samantala, let's take a look at the updated team standings where things are just really getting complicated and heated, Andre. I will lead you in. I will start things off, and then you come in, Dre, because it gets really, really tricky.
Okay, here we go.
Number 1 is Mapua with 14 wins and 3 losses. Their last game will be tomorrow against JRU. LPU, on the other hand, has 1 more game left, which is today against San Beda. Both Mapua and LPU have twice to beat advantages already and are secured of a Final Four spot. They're automatic number 1, number 2 na yan. Benilde is at number 3, 11-6. Even if they win their game against EAC tomorrow, they will be at the number 3 spot. Ang San Beda naman, 10-6, but they have 2 more games coming up.
2 more games.
Against LPU today and against Letrano on Friday. Now, if they win both games, today and on Friday, sure na kanilang number 4 spot. But if they lose, dito na magiging tricky. Because if they lose, may chance pa si Perpetual and si JRU. Because San Beda can still end the elimination round with 10 wins and 8 losses if they lose both their games. JRU naman, on the other hand, can also, kumbaga, pwede pang umangat yan if they win tomorrow and then San Beda loses both, sila ang pwedeng umangat. But pag matalo ang JRU tomorrow against Mapua, magtatabla yan. 3-way tie between San Beda, JRU, and Perpetual. And then that's when the quotient system comes in. 1, 2, and 3. Yung 3 and 2 maglalaban, mananalo kakalabanan yung 1, and then yung mananalo, sure na number 4.
And that makes more sense the way you explained. So in other words, if you're San Beda, they just need to win both games in order to be part of the Final Four. Because it doesn't mean nasa 4 ka, automatic, hindi. You still have to battle it out.
Yeah, because if you're San Beda, you wanna thin the herd, manalo ka na today ng isa, automatic tanggal na si Perpetual, and then win the game on Friday, then si JRU, regardless if they win tomorrow, tanggal na rin.
Makes
Let's take a look. Thank you. Let's take a look at the previous meeting back on October 8th, where the LPU Pirates won by a slight margin, just by 5 here. LPU's Sean Umali, it's important to note that he was ejected in this game with just 3.2 seconds remaining in the 4th. And si San Beda head coach Yuri Escueta was also ejected with 48.4 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Okay, now let's talk about LPU's previous game where they beat Arellano by 12, 98-86 last November 19th. LPU successfully clinching that twice-to-beat advantage in the Final Four. With that victory, their biggest lead went up by as many as 17 points. They never looked back, never gave Arellano a taste of the lead in that game.
That is true. If we're going to talk about this game, one thing that LPU can learn from this game to apply to this game is that they just need to maintain the same energy in entering in this game. Of course, yung kanilang mga offensive plays, the way they yung fast break nila at the same time, yung kanilang defense is important because there's nothing that they're doing wrong. All they need to be is consistent in coming into this game.
And let's talk about, as you can see on your screens, that man right there, really huge in their campaign, especially coming off the bench. I'm talking about Maclod or Mac Godanya along with Ator John Barba combining for 34 points in that win against Arellano. And if we take a look at their numbers, which we will be flashing in just a bit, here are some highlights first. Na-late lang, na-traffic din. But here they are, all grown up. As you can see, both Mac Wadanya and Ato Barba, John Barba, both very, very crucial in LPU's campaign in season 99. As you can see, these two players, Godanya has only started in 4 out of the 17 games played by LPU. Barba, on the other hand, has started in 13. So they're really huge regardless if they come off the bench or start.
Exactly, and to think that they're already in their 3rd year in the NCAA and knowing that their averages are 9 points for Godanya, 9 points per game kay Barba, what a huge difference because they know how important they are for the team. And yung maganda dito, there is nothing negative we can say about these guys because they are doing everything they can for their team.
And earlier today, Diana was able to go inside the dugout of the LPU Pirates. Let's hear more on her first report on LPU. Diana, magandang hapon.
Para sa mga Pirata, today's game is not one of those win or lose moments as they entered the arena craving for only one thing, and that is court dominance. Andre and Andre, kahit na nga ba nasa magandang posisyon na ang kuparang ito with a twice-to-beat advantage in the Final Four, they are still looking to create more separation in the race, eager to win in their final elimination round assignment. Huling paalala lang ni Coach Gilbert Malabanan sa kanyang mga manlalaro bago ito sumabak sa court na ito na nga malapit na sila sa playoffs na gawin na nila ang kanilang dapat gawin. Andre and Andre, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat. Well, it's very important. Even you're talking about it. Thank you, Diana. Okay, there. Maraming salamat. Kanina pinag-usapan natin to earlier at the back. Regardless if LPU already is assured of that spot, diba? And twice to beat. Pero importante pa rin na manalo sila today against
Yes,
San Beda.
because in other words, you can't relax. Kahit alam naman natin na they're sure to have the twice to beat advantage, kailangan talaga na is to maintain the same energy they have. No matter what happens, kung sino man ang kalaban nyo, you have to respect your opponent. And of course, don't relax. Of course, just be humble and play your game.
That's right. Well, meantime, let's go to one of the hottest teams here as we are at the tail end of the elimination round. The San Beda Red Lions. Well, they just, after winning just one of the 5 games in the second round, San Beda has won back-to-back games, keeping their Final Four hopes very much alive, taking care of business, beating another Final Four contender in the JRU Heavy Bombers, 74-69. It's also interesting and important to note that San Beda ang numero 1 sa NCAA pagdating sa perimeter points, averaging 32.4. Again, if we take a look at the numbers here, and 4 Red Lions scoring in double figures. Jomel Puno had Yukian Andrada had 18, Jomel Puno had 13, Jacob Cortez had 12, and James Payosing also had 12 in this game. So you can see, Dre, winning back-to-back games, knowing Coach Yuri and San Beda, they have to win all 4 to have that sure number 4 spot. How pressured are they right now, in your opinion?
I don't think they are pressured at any moment or when you look at them because they know everything is going their way. They've been winning their games. They've been very consistent. And going back to JRU, if there's one thing that they can learn from that game to apply to today's game, is just to be consistent and to continue communicating because they've been doing so well on offense. At the same time, yes, they had some lapses on their defensive end, but of course, ang kailangan lang dyan is to adjust and communicate more as a team. But other than that, there's no sign of pressure sa San Beda.
Meanwhile, James Payosing had 12 points, 11 boards, 2 assists, 25 assists in that last game. Birthday wish granted for the birthday boy. Coming up clutch and coming up huge as he knows as well what is at stake for the Red Lions. And he wants to lead his team back to the Final Four. James Payosing one of the unsung heroes ng San Beda. Kasi lagi pinag-uusapan, Jacob Cortez, Yukien Andrada, the emergence of the rookie Jomel Puno. But James Bayosing, even the number 4 scorer for San Beda, and has started in all their games this season. He knows his role. He knows what he has to do. He knows how to fill his spots, and he is just working well, especially with the guys that I mentioned earlier, like Yukien, Jacob, and Jomel.
Exactly, and he knows how to adjust as well, knowing that he is 8.3 points per game and 6.4 rebounds in this season. He was able to adjust more, knowing that his role is more important going into these games. At the same time, again, yung maganda sa kanya, he's always been consistent and he knows his role very well.
Well, earlier today, Lexi Gonzalez was also able to go inside the dugout of the San Beda Red Lions, and I heard that they even were early here. They had a mass, and
Very
Lexi
early.
will tell us more about it. Lexi, good afternoon.
Kung mapapansin ninyo, karaniwan na sa mga teams natin dito sa NCAA ang mag-include ng prayer in each game. But today, for the San Beda Red Lions, they had enough time, just like what they used to do. They had a mass inside the dugout officiated by Father Ed Africa, who is also always present for the San Beda Red Lions all the time. But speaking of starting the day right, mag-umpisa muna tayo sa head ng lahat. Nakausap ko si Coach Yuri Escueta kanina, and he said that he woke up at 4 a.m. today, had a game with the pros, and then at 7 a.m. had the time to still go to the gym, and then headed straight here to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center to now coach for the San Beda Red Lions. Ang sipag ni Coach Yuri, hindi ba? Talaga namang he's showing a good leadership for the team. Kayo ba, Andre and Andre, how do you start your day?
Oh.
Gandang tanong yan. Nilagay mo kami sa hot seat, Lexi. Ikaw muna, Lexi. How do you start your day?
Well, I start my day with coffee. Hindi mawawala yan.
Okay, may sagot. Thank you, Lexi. Ikaw, sagutin natin tanong ni Lexi. How do you start your day?
Ako, I start my day with coffee. Gayahin ko na rin para maganda. Coffee din ako, coffee.
Ako, I start the day by praying.
Tama.
Like, thank you, there's another day. I don't drink coffee, but, just to keep us energized. Let's talk about our featured matchup for today's game, Super Subs. Super Subs indeed. JM Bravo, Jomel Puno, and Jomel has only started in one game.
One game?
For San Beda, but basically he has been coming off the bench. That's why he is a super sub, almost a double-double average in his rookie season. The Phil Canadian was brought to the San Beda program by Kapampangan and Jason Castro. Meanwhile, JM Bravo, on the other hand, has started none. Didn't start in this season for LPU, and that is what Coach Gilbert Malabanan really wants. He wants JM to come off the bench, spark that second unit, and lead that second five. Take a look at the starting five for both the Pirates and the Red Lions. It's Greg Cunanan, Val Montaño, Sean O'Malley manning the middle as always, John Garba, and Enoch Valdez. Just Coach Gilbert loves playing with a starting five all season long. It's just Greg Cunanan who started in all their games. Meanwhile, baka naman sa San Beda, you saw the starting unit, Coach Yuri Escueta, with Peter Alfaro, Jacob Cortez, and a backcourt, James Payosing and Yukien Andrada up front, along with big man Cliff Hopia. It will be a big one. San Beda in red, LPU in gray. Our officials for today: Toti Celeste is our crew chief. Ralph Moreto is referee number 1. Both Ralph and Toti are international referees, and Armin Gomez rounds up our officiating trio. Armin Gomez is only the national referee among the three. Here we go, tip-off between San Beda and LPU. The Pirates are ready, assured of a spot in the Final Four, currently number 2, right behind the Mapua Cardinals with a 13-4 win-loss record. And first possession, mapupunta sa mga bedistang nakapula. Payosing, good curl by Andrada, guarded by Valdez now at the low block. Cortez has it, 8 on the shot clock. Cortez lets it fly. Misses that 3. Rebound by Alfaro. Back to Jacob. Fresh 14 for the Red Lions. Payosing thought about it. Payosing drives the runner. Still no go. Hopia, still no go. San Beda having possessions but not converting on so many tries.
Wow, what a start. Knowing that both teams are coming from a win, you can already see that energy that they're bringing out. Yes, San Beda wasn't able to convert, pero nakitang-kita talaga yung mga patience nila as one and of course as a team. Kitang-kita yung kanilang energy and yung confidence in today's game.
Meanwhile, sa kabilang panik naman, that's not how you want to start a game as big as this. If you're Coach Gilbert Malamanan, as LPU commits a turnover to start. LPU is actually number 5 in committing turnovers. Meanwhile, yes! Para sa tres! To start things off, para kay Yukien Nandrada and San Beda on the board.
And this is something that I really love about the offense of San Beda. They know who their shooters are and they know who to look for.
And speaking of knowing who to look for, LPU goes to their big man, their bread and butter, Sean Umali.
Grabe tong Sean O'Malley knows how to use his body inside the paint. So if you're San Beda, you just have to make him uncomfortable by pushing him outside of the paint.
Alfaro drives, Hopia another offensive board. Yukien making it back-to-back, no heat check. But there's Alfaro, big offensive board. Put back is good for Peter.
When we talk about aggressiveness and someone you can look for when it comes to these aggressiveness on rebound, Alfaro will always be there to crash the boards for San Beda.
Now let's head back courtside. Diana Igual for her first quarter report. Diana.
Andre, I had a chance to talk to Coach Gilbert Malabanan patungkol sa kanilang huling laro against the Arellano Chiefs. And unlike their usual catch-up play, masaya si Coach Gilbert that his players were able to catch fire early in the quarters na aniya kay Coach spelled a lot of difference sa kanilang naging laro. Kaya naman ito rin ang gustong ulit niyang mangyari for his players to not waste no time in making their presence felt, lalo na ngayon na kalaban nila ang San Beda Red Lions, a team who's equally if not hungrier na maiuwi ang panalo ngayong araw. Sabay-sabay nating abangan if the LPU Pirates can deliver the same performance and show some resistance dito pa lamang sa ating first half. Andre, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat. Alfaro lining that three. No, Hopia now with 3 offensive rebounds already. Just keeping the ball alive for the Red Lions. Giving them more possessions. Cortez against Valdez, who's a good defender. The sidestep by Jacob. Hopia, another ball. Wow. Put back. Cliff Hopia.
Now this is what you want to see if you're San Beda. Hopia doing damage when it comes to rebounding, because in the past few games you can see he was struggling to find his rhythm, struggling to find the nearest man to box out. Pero now, kitang-kita, first quarter pa lang, very aggressive na ni Hopia.
But LPU, as I said, this is their bread and butter. You want to get your big man going right away, your second leading scorer in Sean Umali. Let's go back to that last play. Hopia with 4 offensive boards, just keeping the ball alive, and Coach Yuri applauds the effort of the big man.
You gotta love this game because both teams are relying on their bigs right now. Hopia doing damage and rebounds. Pero ito naman si Umali sticking nga to his bread and butter by finding his way inside, using his size and his strength to make it happen for LPU.
And as Sean will take free throws, he is a 55% free throw shooter. Knocking down both there for Sean. Back to the other side. We'll go to Lexi in just a bit. But meanwhile, Payosin gets fouled. Oh, there's a foul down low. Oh, it will be an offensive foul. And I believe it will be on Cliff Hopia. Second team foul here by the Red Lions. That will give the possession back to LPU. Alex Bissett getting ready to check in. But coaching staff says no dead ball. Cliff, go back down low. Dahil may foul si Cliff, they want to preserve Hopia here in this game. He has been huge on the boards. Barba muscling his way. No go. Rebounded by the Red Lions. Now let's head back courtside. Lexi Gonzalez has this report for San Beda. Lexi.
We talk about pressure and we talk about preparation, especially for good games just like this one. But for Coach Yuri Escueta, he just said that they just always prepare the same for each game. Whether it's a win or a loss, their game just stays the same. Pagdating naman sa pressure sa kanilang kupunan, Coach Yuri just said, it's just another ball game. But at the same time, he is also humbled because he also said that pressure just means that you're a good team. And more from the San Beda side sa pagbabalik ng NCAA Season 99. Nagbabalik tayo dito sa NCAA Season 99. Here's more from San Beda. Sabi ko nga kanina, Coach Yuri just said na pressure just means that you're a good team. So at the same time, the pressure from the fans and media doesn't let the Red Lions affect the power that they have as a team. The San Beda Red Lions have shown great strength and resilience throughout this season. That is why we can't help but root for them to be in the Final Four, Andre and Baby Bear.
Maraming salamat, Lexi. Fantastic job, by the way. Well, Coach Yuri, as you can see, you're up 5. I know it's still early, but your thoughts so far?
All I can say right now is hope. Yeah, what a way to be aggressive on offense and defense. And this is a great sight to see if you're San Beda because Hopia now has 5 rebounds, and these are big rebounds because
Offensive pa.
Knowing that LPU does so well on defense, nakakapasok pa tong si Hopia in being aggressive, and kulang na lang obviously yung kanyang mga offensive putbacks or yung aggressiveness, pero it's okay. As long as he's showing this type of energy, it's gonna be very contagious for San Beda.
Ang problema lang, 2 personal fouls na siya as we see that good pick and roll attack by LPU that leads to a Kyle Montaño floater with a roll of the basket because kanina nga, nung nakuha ni Cliff yung kanyang second personal foul, he was getting ready to be checked out by Alex Picer, but good roll by Alex inside. And he will head to the line for 2, get passed by Jacob Cortez. There is Cliff Hopia, the big man with 4 points, 5 offensive boards in almost 4 minutes of play. 2 of 3 from the field. He's been doing the damage inside against this LPU squad, who we know is not a pushover when it comes to rebounds as well, because they got guys like Sean Umali, Enoch Valdez. They have bruisers, but Hopia is just picking. You know, it's like he's cherry picking. He's apple picking from the tree because he's that tall, getting the ball, but he's at the bench with 2 personal fouls. Vicer missing the free throws and lane violation as well. Here's Cunanan, always keeping it composed. Almost a turnover for Cunanan.
And this is a good sight to see also if you're LPU, because you can see that instead of them finding their offense from the outside, they are trying to post up Valdez. Valdez, known to be a good runner when it comes to fast break situation. He has developed such a game inside the post and being able to attack the basket as well.
Cunanan lets it fly from the corner to miss, but good offensive board to put back. +1. John Verzosa, the rookie, 6'3", 23 years of age, playing in a big game in this freshman year. Take a look at that last play. Cunanan missing on that corner triple, but Verzosa, Vicer was actually caught down low kaya hindi na box out. Si Verzosa, meanwhile, Verzosa missing on that free throw, and now it's just a 1-point game after leading as many as 5 at San Beda. They're just ahead, 9-8. Alfaro asking for that Vicer screen. Going to Vicer, high-low, no. Alfaro down to Yukien. Andrada sizing up his defender. 2 to shoot. Difficult fall away by Andrada. The miss. Valdez. Oh, but that pass too strong from Valdez for Barba to handle.
Ito nga, Andre, you can see the adjustment of San Beda when Sean Umali left the game. You can see that San Beda is now taking advantage of that moment by having their bigs post up. But the thing that they fail to see is that even Verzosa and their other bigs of LPU, they also have the strength to push out the bigs of San Beda. So in other words, they have to find another way inside the paint.
Jacob still scoreless. That was really too close. That's a shot using the glass, but Cortez still having a hard time finding a way to put that basketball inside the ring. Good steal by San Beda. Andrada fumbling it up, couple of fakes. Two teammates on the left. Good recognition by Yukien to James Payosing.
And going back to LPU, kind of struggling to execute their offensive play. Kitang-kita whenever their bigs are trying to screen, instead of rolling, they already acknowledge the bigs of San Beda. So now all they have to do is pop out and find another way in.
Missed three there para kay Gael. Shuffling of men. And here comes the bench mob. Maguadanya for LPU is now in. We talked about him earlier before the game started. And for San Beda, the rookie, the phenomenal rookie, Jomel Puno, also now on the floor for the Red Lions. Nigel Gonzalez also in. One of 6 rookies. Kuntapay free for 3. We know Dami can hit that. But he just checked in. A strong drive by Montaño asking for a foul, but there's a bump.
This could be like the first offensive scene with LPU attacking the basket instead of calling on their offensive plays. But it's good to see because they are now reading the defense of San Beda. So now they see a mismatch. You can best believe that LPU will attack the defense of San Beda.
We talked about J.M. Bravo, how big he has been for this LPU team that never start in the season si JM. He's always come off the bench. And he's been huge. And he's just checked in with 3 minutes to go in the first. Gonzalez lines it up. Puno keeping the ball alive, but it goes to a Pirate. Good find. And Valdez stops it in.
And again, Andre, like you mentioned earlier, yung bread and butter nga ng LPU is yung post when it comes to Umali. But of course, ito, who can forget yung fast break situations ng LPU because they do so well in executing these things.
Gonzalez for 3. Still no. Tatap. Goes back to Nigel. Gonzalez. Kuntapay. Fake. Takes it. Yes! Bakas Andres!
Wow! Talk about patience. At the same time, the green light the coach gives you. What a way to use that confidence to your advantage.
14-10. San Beda with a 4-point lead. Timeout LPU, 2:24. We're just in the first quarter. Stay with us. Dito lamang sa GTV. Go back to that sequence. Guadagna finding Valdez with a one-handed punch. That got the LPU crowd going.
Exactly.
But then after that, which we didn't see in the replay already, Kuntapay hitting that 3, forcing Gilbert Malabanan to call a timeout. I mean, if you're San Beda, yes, LPU got a jam, got the crowd going, but you got a 3. A 3 for 2, Coach Yuri will take it.
Exactly. And yung maganda nga dito sa LPU, they really know where to find their open man during the break.
Valdez lines it up, gets the 3. Enoch Valdez getting the first 3-pointer in for LPU before that shot. Ang mga Pirata was 0 out of 3 from beyond the arc. Visser goes down low to Jomel. Puno, fall away, no. Cunanan always keeping his head up. Gives to Valdez, feeling it. Lets it fly, missing that 3. Bravo gets fouled from behind. Look at the confidence of Valdez earlier. We just saw him slam that ball down and then taking that three. Valdez, just an 18.18% three-point shooter for the season.
But the thing is, when he makes his threes, it's when they need it the most. If we were to look back season, maybe the scouting report was to stop him during the break. But yung maganda nga dito sa season na to, he has improved so much. His outside range, at the same time, his aggressiveness in creating situations to attack the basket.
LPU using much time on the clock. That pass too strong. That will be another turnover para dito sa Pirates. It will be turnover number 4. Samantalang San Beda taking very good care of the basketball. Wala pang turnovers.
Exactly. And one example is Contaba. You can see he is not rushing any shots, or rather, San Beda is not rushing any shots, because you know how important it is to control the pace of the game.
LPU number 5 in taking care of the basketball, just averaging 15 turnovers per game this season. San Beda number 18, committing 16 turnovers a game as a team. Gonzalez, Nigel drives, the kick out, a three ball is good for the Red Lions. That will be their 3rd triple made in this game.
You can see the adjustment on the offense of San Beda. They're trying to go inside the paint, but of course, nandun ang mga shooters ng San Beda beyond the arc.
Look at that effort from Tagle after hitting that three, trying to go for the steal. And this is what you want if you're Yuri. Coach Yuri Escueta knows his team is young. He got a lot of rookies. Here's Kuntapay's three. And then Tagle hitting that three. Nakakapasok lamang.
Let's talk about the confidence that coach gives his players. As a rookie, you want to prove yourself, pero ngayon, you just need to know your role, because it's really important for them to be in this game as well.
6 rookies for the Red Lions. That's Nigel Gonzalez, Jomel Puno, Nigo Torres, J.E. Lopez, Kevin Peregrina, and A.J. Royo. Tagle, this time he drives, gets fouled. How about this kid, Oliver Tagle, just checking in and cold-blooded hitting a three with a minute, just being on the court for a minute, just 59 seconds to be exact. And then driving on the next sequence, getting the foul, falling down hard. He doesn't mind. He will head to the line for 2.
And these guys, like you're mentioning, they're rookies. They don't play like rookies, because you can see how much they know their system. They know how to read the defense, and all they're doing those aren't easy moves. Those aren't easy adjustments to make during the game. So what a way for these rookies to be showing out for their teams.
Well, is not one of the rookies, but you know, he's a young kid. He's on his 4th year. But still, this San Beda team is very, very young. They have 4 graduating players in Peter Alfaro, Dami Kuntapay, JV Gallego, and Cliff Hopia. But Tagle extending this lead now to 6 for the Red Lions. This is their biggest. 42.5 seconds remaining. If you're Gilbert Malaban and LPU, how worried should you be?
Not worried at all, because if I were Coach Gilbert, I would already know what my team is capable of. These guys can run, these guys can execute. So right now, we just have to wait for them to be consistent in finding their rhythm into this game.
Guadagna, the long bomb. It hits all board on that tray. Barba sets, fires, knocks it down for 3. Barba now just hitting their LPU 2nd 3. Gonzalez looking. Andrada, bullseye to end the first. San Beda says, what you guys can do, we can do it too. Red Lions scorching hot. 3 of 9 from downtown, 33%. Up by 6, their biggest to end the first. 2nd quarter when we return. Stay tuned, only here to GTV. Mga
mga kapuso, we're back inside of Philoel Electoral Center in San Juan City, continuing our coverage of the NCAA Season 99 New Heroes of the Game. And this is your favorite sports and entertainment show. You guys are watching Game On. My name is Martin Javier, taking care of business for our post-game show. At ngayon po kasama natin dito at the heels of their win.
Ito na mga kapuso ang ating smile cam for the LPU and the San Beda fans in attendance. What a way to spread out that amazing energy, not just on the court but also off the court. Thank you so much for joining our smile cam.
Inaantay kitang nakita doon sa smile cam eh.
Kala ko ba dance cam tayo?
Sige. Mamaya dance cam. Start the second 6-point lead for the Red Lions. What a finish. That first period, Guadagna attacks the miss. Ball goes to Puno. Gonzalez being cued by Yuri Escueta to push the pace. Gonzalez goes to Tagle. They find Andrada muscling his way inside. A good defense there by LPU. Umandak. The short stab is good. That's his range. That's his game. Umandak has that jumper in his arsenal.
You gotta love the offense of LP. It's like they're not waiting to set things up and they know they're in the right position to take their shot. They will take it.
Mandak is a 62% from the 2-point area. He's been knocking down those mid-range jumpers. Kuntapay for 3. Guadagna gets the rebound. Good pick and pop action pero mabibitawan. Humingi San Beda ng traveling violation. And it is called by the officials as that ball left Bravo's hands. Got it back. Traveling there. Diana Igual, we go back to you for your second quarter report on LPU.
Andre, the last time I talked to team captain Enoch Valdez, his goals were to secure a Final Four appearance with the vital semi-final edge. Now with his triumphs already in the bag, he sets his sights on new goals at nagsisimula na ito sa pagsiguradong maiiuwi muna nila ang panalo ngayon at sumusunod na lang dito ang makarating sa championships. Meron mang pressure nararamdaman ng panig na ito, binigyang diin ni Enoch na ito naman daw ay good pressure because more than ever, mas malaki na ang tiwala ng mga manlalaro sa kanilang mga sarili at sa kakayanan ng bawat isa to step up when they need it the most. Yan muna ang balita sa panig na ito. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Diana. Enoch Valdez currently at the bench now. That was a blown duck by Villegas. Got the San Beda fans roaring. Guadagna attacks. Finally, Guadagna getting his first basket off the bench for LPU.
And you can see the difference of the offense of LP right now. Now they are speeding things up but with the same offense. And I think it's a better way for LP to do because they're taking advantage of the miscommunication of the defense of San Beda.
Andrada's one-hander is a miss. Umandak secures the rebound and the ball back for the Pirates. The 5 on the floor for Gilbert Malabanan is Guadagna, Villegas, Umali, Barba, and Umandak. A long 3 by Geraldine. Now let's go to San Beda's side. Lexi Gonzalez has an update on the Red Lions. Lexi.
Jacob Cortez, as a new King Lion, may also be experiencing comparisons from fans with his father, the cool cat Mike Cortez, but he said he doesn't let it get in the way of him just enjoying every game because he said he just wants to keep on playing. Napansin ko naman sa dugout na laging ina-isolate ni Jacob ang sarili niya with his headphones. Nang tanungin ko siya kung anong pinakikinggan niya, sabi niya, it's music to calm himself down before the game. Dagdag pa niya, R&B talaga ang madalas niyang hilig na pinakikinggan. Siyempre, tinanong ko rin siya kung sino ang favorite niyang artist. Sabi niya, it's SZA. O ngayon, alam niyo na, di ba? And it also shows in Jacob's rhythm inside the court. Hindi ba, Andre and Andre?
Kita-kita ang pagiging calm ni Jacob as Sean Umali. Here's Jacob Cortez. Umali gets that layup. Good break by LPU. But how about Yukien Andrada knocking down 3 triples already, 9 points para kay Andrada. I don't know who SZA is. Do you know who SZA is?
I think she's like a well-known musical artist, of course. And
the spin, the pass by Cortez to Andrada. Bingo! Another 3 by Yukien. He is on fire. Here's that Guadagna layup. But let's go to that 6'5", 22-year-old Yukien. And then umali the layup. But again, back to Yuki. The spin, nice pass by Jacob. And fuego! San Beda up, 28-22. Andrada, a 35.8 three-point shooter for the season. You don't want to leave that guy open. He will knock down that threes. He will not hesitate in letting that ball fly. Yukien is the number 2 guy in three-point field goals made with 33 for the season. The one ahead of him is Jacob Cortez with 39. And Andrada is also number 3 in being efficient from three-point range. As I said, 35.8% for a 6'5" big.
And as you can see, and I'm sure everyone can see, San Beda making noise beyond the arc, but they also fail to see that LPU is silently doing damage inside the paint. So if you're San Beda, you just gotta defend well the paint inside for LPU.
Look at Umali Yukien making him work there with a tough fall away. Ooh, Andrada! That's Puno gets hit hard on his way to the basket by Montano. And look at the San Beda crowd, coaching staff, the whole San Beda gallery asking for an unsportsmanlike foul in their eyes. Montano wasn't going for the ball. Ooh. Oh no, but you know, from that angle, Montano did hit a part of the basketball. The thing is, it was a hard foul on Puno's shoulder. And now our 2 referees, crew chief Toti Celeste on your left, wearing shirt number 68, along with Armin Gomez on your right, wearing number 6. They will review this as a response to the plead of the San Beda coaching staff. And Coach Gilbert Malabanan having a chat with Ralph Moreto, our 3rd official. Let's see what the ruling will be. Andre, from your perspective, does that warrant an unsportsmanlike foul?
I mean, just looking at the replay, his hand, yes, you can see he was going for the ball, but it also hit the part, well, I guess the face of Puno, and the way his head, I guess, jerked back, looked like he got more contact with the head instead of the basketball. But it was from our angle up here. But obviously, we're grateful that we have cameras down there. So let's see which angle they are trying to look at right now.
They're replaying it a couple more times. Here it is from a different angle, probably the best angle of this play. So it will just be ruled as a normal and regular personal foul. Jomel Puno, the rookie, hitting that free throw, playing his first season with the red and white, has only started in 1 game. Has come off the bench in the other games, missing the second there. But a 7-point lead for San Beda, their biggest in this game. Umali adamantly asking for the ball. He's working his way on the low block, but Puno stripping the ball away from Sean. Valdez back out. Cunanan lines it up, missing that three. Rebound secured by Alfaro. Back to his point guard, Jacob Cortez, telling Puno to rush it. Attack, attack, attack. Puno does. But they're missing on that attempt. And then on the other end, LPU wanting to attack the interior of San Beda. Valdez asking for a foul, but it's Cunanan who gets hit and will get 2 free throws.
Now, this is a great sight to see for both teams because instead of them settling for mid-range or outside shots, they are now reading the defense, seeing the mismatch, and attacking the basket more often.
Gael Montaño, a 77% free throw shooter, hitting that first. Playing the second season for LPU. That's both. Puno heads back to the San Beda bench. Alex Vicer is back in. And now LPU with a trap. Cortez crossing the timeline. Jacob goes close. Ooh! Slick and smooth! The sidestep by the cool cub. Guadagna lets that three go, but miss. We want to see that play again by Jacob, moving like his father. Yukian feeling it! Hitting the three! Fifth three-pointer made by Yukian Andrada.
All I can say right now is San Beda is doing well in reading what the defense is giving them.
Valdez will answer no. Guadagna offensive board. Gets blocked by the ring. Cortez has it. Looking. The crossover, and he gets fouled by Cunanan. Here's this smooth drive. Ooh, and look at that. Just getting big Sean Umali out of the way. Jacob. And as the Hoopers say nowadays, it's that Pinoy step. Of course, we know Kiefer Ravenna, one of the best to ever do that move. And then Yukian Andrada. You have to call the fire department. He is on fire right now. 5 out of 6, but cannot handle that pass from Jacob. And believe it or not, that's just San Beda's second turnover in this game.
Talk about being patient and controlling the pace, but if you're going now with LPU, you can see that they are actually finding their guys inside the paint. The only problem is executing their offense. So now they're just being bothered by the good defense of San Beda.
A three by Montaño, all air there. Just hitting the net. Not even grazing the ring. And kung ano ang mga pinasok na tres ng San Beda, 47%, 7 out of 15. LPU on the other hand, ganun namang kasama ang kanilang three-point shooting at 14%, just 2 out of 14 three-pointers. Good drive by Payosing, the miss. Umali ahead to Valdez. This is where LPU's game is at its best. That leak out and that outlet pass. We know the bigs of LPU are the best in throwing those outlet passes. It's getting chippy between Valdez and Cortez. I want to keep an eye on that. Alfaro using that Vicer screen on a switch guarded by Umali, giving up his dribble. Now Payosing with 4 to shoot. Payosing wanting to go to Vicer. Good defense by LPU. Shot clock expiring for the Red Lions. LPU forcing San Beda to commit their third turnover. And as we see, that last play, the two veterans collaborating. And look at that.
Wow.
That head of Valdez getting physical on Jacob. Montaño to Valdez inside, and he gets fouled down low. He's been complaining to the refs Valdez. Still heated here. Montaño had to pull him back out, but Valdez, okay, says, okay, ref, okay. Timeout on the floor. 8-point lead for San Beda, 34-26. Thank you so much for tuning in to live action of your NCAA Season 99. New heroes of the game. How about Coach Frankie Lim, legendary champion coach in the NCAA, watching us right now live on GTV. Coach Frank, good afternoon. Great seeing you, by the way. Last week, I got to see him, bumped into him at an event with his always lovely wife, Miss Olen Juarez Lim. Thank you, Coach Frankie, for watching exciting basketball action in the NCAA. Namimiss mo na, Coach Frankie. Bravo. Good passing here by LPU. Kunanan. Umali will let it fly.
Wow.
That goes out.
That's a rare sight to see, knowing that Sean O'Malley is very aggressive inside the paint, want to try things out beyond the arc. Maybe these are the things that they've been working on, obviously, during their scouting reports to see if they could shoot these things. But of course, we got to give it to them because the green light that he has given Sean O'Malley.
Mali just a 20% three-point shooter for the season, knocking down just 11 threes out of his 54 attempts. Cortez goes baseline, guarded by Valdez. Oh, no problem for Jacob. That was a difficult shot against an elite defender in Enoch Valdez.
It looked like Jacob was about to go down before he released a shot. That was a difficult shot to make on the part of Jacob Cortez. But of course, good defense as well.
Kunanan off to Umali. Oh, good play by Big Sean Umali, finding John Barba. That was a good pass from Sean Umali.
Now, this is going to be huge also for LPU if they can continue this type of offense. Yes, they are struggling to execute their plays, but if they can find these broken plays by cutting to the basket and finding the open man, this will be huge for LPU.
7 to shoot. Cortez giving up his dribble. Visser has it. Visser with 4 to shoot. Visser traveling. That was a sweet-looking hook shot, though. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but lifting his pivot foot, caught by the officials.
And going back to that offense, yes, like a turnover from San Beda, you can already see the adjustment of LPU on the bigs of San Beda. They are more patient. They are now double teaming the bigs because they know they can attack the basket and rebound. So what a way for LPU to adjust on defense.
San Beda riding on a 2-game winning streak, beating powerhouse teams like Benilde and JRU. And they really know what's at stake. They have to win all their games. Last week, I remember, they had the toughest schedule with Benilde, JRU, LPU, and then their rivals, Letran, to close out their elimination round campaign in Season 99. Oh, another offensive board for the Red Lions by Yosik, 10 to shoot. Red Lions with 10 offensive boards already in this game, as opposed to only 5 by LPU. Kunanan, outlets, no! Caught by Jacob Cortez. Back to San Beda. A short stab, but air ball para kay Alpaco. Umali. Kunanan, the drop off to Bravo. Missing that close one. Ooh, Cortez falls down. Umali gets stripped by Cortez. And Cortez is saying, let's go to the screens and replays. As we see a man down for LPU. That's Bravo holding on to his left leg. It's not a pretty sight to see if you were LPU.
Because they need all the bigs and the strength they need, and just seeing Bravo on the ground right now. Hopefully this is nothing serious. Hopefully maybe just getting his rest, but let's see what it's all about later.
At malaki yan. Because if Bravo cannot come back in the game, they'll be losing. LPU will be losing almost 11 points. That is his average, and also close to 6 boards a game. And as we said, Bravo coming off the bench hasn't started in all LPU's games in the elimination round. He is one of those crucial and vital cogs, especially from that second unit. He is being helped now by the medical team. We will get an update on JM from Diana Igual in just a bit. 31.1 seconds remaining in the first half.
And you gotta give it to Bravo because what he's doing is difficult. Being a second unit, maintaining the same energy, whoever you're going to sub. And what a way for him to be consistent. Because in all of his games, every time he's on the court, he gives his all. So now the challenge is, who is next up in replacing the same energy of Bravo?
Gonzalez. Tukuntapay. 10 to work with. Gonzalez drives. Gonzalez gets that lucky drop. And the rookie playing big. Nigel Gonzalez off the bench. 5 minutes. Efficient numbers, 2 points. Oh, and to end the first half. By the way, at halftime, hashtag AskMo. Mickey Santos was able to ambush the Mapua Cardinals, the #1 team in the NCAA. As you saw there, Warren Bonifacio, Paolo Hernandez, Clint Escamis, and the #1 Cardinals with 14 wins, 3 losses. That's coming up after the break. San Beda, 8-point lead. Stick around. Dito lamang sa GTV.
Mga kapuso, we're back inside of Philo Electoral Center in San Juan City, continuing our coverage of the NCAA Season 99 New Heroes of the Game. And this is your favorite sports and entertainment show. You guys are watching Game On. My name is Martin Javier, taking care of business for our post-game show. At ngayon po kasama natin dito at the heels of their win, 10th win of the season. Mapua, nanalo kanina kontra San Sebastian, 70-63. Nandito ang kanilang court general, floor general na si Clint Escamis na nagkakaroon na ng fan base dito sa NCAA. Clint, good afternoon.
Good afternoon sa inyo lahat.
Clint, kamusta? How does it feel to be back with another win? Siyempre, naging medyo rocky yung start niya sa second round.
Siyempre, sobrang dami namin lapses and we're good to be back na with a win and hopefully from here, tuloy.
Huwag ibahin ang usapan sa luti ng derechahan. Ilabas ang kulit dito. Ask mo! Sumakit na ba ang katawan mo sa mga pag-dive o sa mga hustle play on and off the court?
Oo naman. Siyempre, sumasakit din kasi sa NCAA at sa training namin, puro banggaan eh. Wala talagang bigayan, so sumasakit.
Masakit lalo na pag mali yung pagtalon mo or yung pag-skid mo. Pero palagi ko naman nagagawa rin yun kahit sa practices, so sanay naman ako.
Maraming beses na, lalo na sa ensayo. Siyempre sa ensayo, sobrang competitive ng ensayo namin. Dive for the ball kami, lahat. Gustong manalo sa scrimmage, kahit sa one-on-one lang. Basta wala nagpapatalo. Pag nakita namin yung bolang umaano, agad dinadive namin. Maraming sugat na yung inabot ko.
Oo, syempre. Part yan sa role ko. Sa point guard, kailangan ko talagang isakripisyo buong katawan ko para makuha lang yung bola ko. Kahit saan man pumunta yung bola, kailangan talagang kunin.
Paano pag sa maling tao ka nahulog, masakit din ba?
Ay, hindi naman. Pero kung babaliwalayin talaga tayo, masasaktan talaga tayo.
Ayun, may hugot! Itong...
Siyempre, kasi part din ng life yan. So,
Wala pa.
Wala pa, bakit?
Hindi pa ako umibig ng sobrang ganun talaga.
Wala pa naman. Loyal kasi ako kaya di pa ako nasusugatan.
Yan ang isang Warren Bonifacio. Napaka-loyal naman talaga mga ka-NCAA. Nasugatan ka na ba o nasaktan kapag nag-dive ka sa maling tao?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa, bakit?
Iwas mo na. Feel ko naman lahat tayo pinagdaanan yun and natututunan din. Like, I've lost and I learned.
Oh, may mga ganun. Matagal na pinag-uusapan sa NBA ang greatest of all time na player. Diba? Sa tatlo, si Michael Jordan, si LeBron James at si Kobe. Para sa'yo, sino ba ang GOAT?
Para sa akin si LeBron James kasi ever since nag-basketball ako, lahat ng sapatos ni LeBron meron ako. So, para sa akin si LeBron ang greatest of all time.
Bias ako Kobe Bryant. Siyempre, I was that kid na was always wanting to want that game winners and palagi siya pinapanood since growing up
Michael Jordan.
Bakit?
Yung mentality niya,
Ano bang mentality niya?
winner talaga. Hindi siya patalo.
Simula nung nagsimula ako mag-basketball, si LeBron na talagang idol ko. Kaya para sa akin, GOAT si LeBron James.
For me, mahirap naman.
Si Pau Hernandez daw ang GOAT dito sa ating NCAA. Okay.
Nakago talaga siyempre si Michael Jordan.
Bakit?
Siyempre alam naman natin, ilang champion yung nagawa niya. Siguro, kung paano siya maglaro at may mga ginagawa niyang di kayang gawin nila Kobe tsaka LeBron James.
Idol mo ba siya?
Ang idol ko talaga si Kobe Bryant tsaka si Ja Morant.
Speaking of GOAT, kung magiging hayop ka, ano ka?
Magiging Leon ako.
Bakit Leon?
Siyempre, San Beda tayo and I think sila talaga yung king of the jungle.
Lion.
Halayon din. Bakit?
Kami yung king of the jungle.
Lion, kasi San Beda kalaban namin
Isda!
Isda! Kakaiba. Bakit isda?
Gusto ko palagi nasa dagat kasi peaceful.
Gusto ko kabayo.
Bakit kabayo?
Para mabilis tumakbo kasi sa laro ko ngayon, hindi pa ako ganun kabilis tumakbo Kaya gusto ko tumakbo mabilis.
Ano na lang, horse.
Horse din siya. Ala, ang dami namang kabayo dito sa makuha. Bakit horse?
Ewan ko, parang feeling ko gagawin lahat para manalo.
At dahil ikaw nga ang king of the jungle, pakita mo kami, paano ba mag-roar ang isang James Bayosing in 3, 2, 1? Roar! Patingin naman ang itsura ng isang ibon na gutom sa pagkapanalo. 1, 2, 3, go! Walang... Yung kay Warren may ganun. Ganun lang, no? parang yung ibon hindi nakakain. Matamlay pa. Smile naman dyan mga boss dahil ang happiness ay tiyak na hindi mauubos. Ako ang CSR na Gorgeous. Para sa Asmo, ako si Mickey Santos.
So we're back inside of Philoel Electoral Center in San Juan City, continuing our coverage of the NCAA Season 99 New Heroes of the Game. And this is your favorite sports and entertainment show. You guys are watching Game On. My name is Martin Javier, taking care of business for our post-game show. At ngayon po kasama natin dito at the heels of their win. 10th win of the season. Mapua, nanalo kanina kontra San Sebastian. 70-63. Nandito ang kanilang court general, floor general na si Clint Escamis na nagkakaroon na ng fan base dito sa NCAA. Clint, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon sa inyo lahat.
Clint, kamusta? How does it feel to be back with another win? Siyempre, naging medyo rocky yung start niya sa second round.
Siyempre, so...
Thank you!
Welcome back to your NCAA Season 99 live on GTV, and to all our viewers on our NCAA Philippines channel sa YouTube at sa Facebook page. Maraming salamat. If you're enjoying as much as we are, well, stick around. We're just at the half. After the first two quarters, San Beda up by 8. Their biggest lead went up to 10, 38-30. LPU never led in this game. As we see some highlights, good start by the LPU Pirates, but San Beda has been on fire from three-point range, knocking down 7 out of their 15 attempts, good for 47%. Also diving for loose balls, finding open teammates. Andrada extra pass. That was one of their brilliant fast break plays. LPU though, that stuff by Enoch Valdez. They're up by 2 in fast break points, 8-6. Points off turnovers, San Beda has capitalized on that department, 10-0. As we look at the highlights, we'll get to the numbers in just a bit. How about Yukien Andrada knocking down 5 of his 6 triples. Good for 15 points. He is the leading scorer, the only player at that in double figures from either squad. Andre and Andre on deck. Andre Felix along with Andre Barras as we look at the numbers now. Statistics at the half. What struck you most, Dre?
What struck me the most was the 3-point field goals of both teams. Both of them were trying to make their 15 shots beyond the arc, but the thing is, the one who was most consistent, well, not really consistent, the ones who were making it when it was needed the most was San Beda. And then going back to these stats, points of turnovers, LPU had 0, 10 yung San Beda. So whenever nagkaka-turnover man ang San Beda, LPU wasn't there to capitalize it. They weren't able to convert those baskets because San Beda was already able to adjust as fast as they could.
Valdez goes to Guadagna. Guadagna gets fouled, and he will head to the line for 2 also. Here's an interesting stat for you. Turnover points. Sabi natin, San Beda ang may 10 points of turnovers. LPU wala. Number 1 team in the NCAA in converting points off of turnovers is LPU.
Wow.
With 18 as a team per game. San Beda's the last team in that department and turnover points in 10 a game. Right now, they already have 10 turnover points itong Red Lions.
And if we're going back, whenever LPU gets the ball off a turnover, they look like they're having a hard time executing and converting these points because San Beda is always there to defend them quickly.
Outlet pass, Valdez. Ball taken away. 2-on-2 on the break. Andrada finding a way to slither past Sean Umali's wide frame. You know, Yukien playing huge today, knocking down 5 threes, plus that difficult layup on Umali as Sean knocking down that 2. Umali still not yet big of a factor, just 6 points para kay Umali today. Payosing, guarded by Cunanan. Hopias back in. He had to sit most of that second quarter due to 2 personal fouls. Cortez looking, goes to the corner. Yukien letting it fly, missing that 3. He was on in the first half, 5 out of 6 from 3-point range.
You can see San Beda taking advantage of those offensive plays beyond the arc because they know they have been consistent. But also what you don't see is the good defense of LPU because San Beda cannot attack at the moment.
Guadagna's jumper is pure 6-point game. Mac Guadagna starting this 3rd period. He came off the bench in the first half. And if you're Coach Gilbert Malabanan, you need your big guns out there. Oh, Andrada, 0 out of 3 from 3 here in the 3rd quarter after going 5 out of 6 in the first half. Cunanan out to Guadagna. Let's it fly. No, and it goes to Hopia, grabbing rebound number 6. Alfaro off to Andrada. Was gone cold from beyond the arc after being scorching hot in the first 2 quarters. Cortez 4 to shoot. Cortez, what will he do against Umali? Cortez forced by Umali to take a difficult shot, but Guadagna was caught with that foul on that play, boxing out. It could have been dangerous for James Payosing.
And it seems to me that San Beda is trying to still find the rhythm right now in the 3rd quarter because LP was able to adjust on defense as well. And it's a sight to see for LP because none of them are giving up on each play that San Beda goes on.
Alfaro goes to the corner. Cortez lining that three, not getting it in. Bayosi gets stripped. And here come the Pirates on a run. Valdez gets stopped. Now let's head back courtside and listen to what Gilbert Malabanan told the Pirates at the half. Diana Igual has more.
Andre just moments ago during a critical play, nakita natin na one of the players on this side, na si JM Bravo, went down on the floor of the court. I just spoke with the team's physical therapist during the halftime break, na si Dr. Lynn Capistal, who confirmed that Bravo went down with a sprained ankle. And after he receives treatment and get a quick rest, he would be geared up to rejoin the game once again. And as for the team, they were reminded to control their emotions, double their efforts, and bilang huling paalala to play the LPU way. Andre and Andre, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Diana. Thank you for that update, by the way, on JM Bravo, whom we talked about before the game even started. A very huge piece in this campaign of the Pirates this season. Down with a sprained ankle. Let's see if he can come back. Cunanan launching a three. The tap back goes back to Cunanan. Valdez inside, claiming it was fouled, but that putback is good for Enoch.
It's good to see that Enoch is finally getting his touches here in the third quarter. He was trying to find his way in, but now all you need to do is just find those ways if you can go inside the paint and trust your teammates to find you.
Sweet pass by Jacob Cortez to Yukien Andrada. We see Bravo back on the bench of LPU telling his teammates to keep going. Keep going. Enoch Valdez now at 9 points, 4 out of 9. Umandak lines that three. The tap, last touch, San Beda possession still with the gray shirts. Andrada now has 19. Guadagna getting some space. That missed three. Goes back to Cunanan and then goes to Valdez. And then Cortez finding his big man, Yukien Andrada, struggled from three here in the second half. After scorching hot, 5 out of 6 in the first two quarters. Kumali inside. Opia has an advantage in height, but Kumali uses body to go inside and cut this deficit to 4 with 5 remaining here in the third.
Nagbabalik tayo dito sa NCAA Season 99. I'm Lexi Gonzalez reporting for the side of San Beda. Coach Yuri Escueta noticed sa first half na nakakakuha ng ilang easy baskets ang LPU. Kaya this time around, coming in the second half, he wants his players to stop the Pirates from getting rebounds and fast break points. Dagdag niya pang paalala sa kanila, just stay composed. The San Beda Red Lions just needs to keep the game in their pace. Andre and Andre.
Thank you, Lexi. Coach Yuri Escueta has won back-to-back games. But if they want to kick out Perpetual out of the Final Four race that they have with JRU, they have to win this one. Because Perpetual winning earlier, finishing the elimination round with 10 wins and 8 losses. If San Beda wins, the magic number is now up to 11. JRU will play their final game of the elimination round tomorrow, and they will face the number 1 seed Mapua Cardinals. As we wind down the elimination round, action just keeps on getting hotter and hotter here in NCAA Season 99. Renz Villegas, the ball hitting his leg last. That will be turnover number 12 for the Pirates.
And you can see that LPU is still finding their rhythm here at offense. You can see they're trying to go inside the paint, but things are not just going their way because of the defense of San Beda. So instead, they'll be chucking up shots from beyond the arc.
Yukien Andrada. It's just on a tear. 21 big markers for the 6'5" big man with a smooth stroke. 44% from the field. 55% from downtown. Umali against Hopia, using his body, twirling. Sean Umali coming to life here in the third period.
Sean Umali knowing the mismatch and finally using his size and speed to his advantage.
6 out of 12 points of Sean coming here in the third. Cortez lets it fly. Ball time.
Like I said, these guys will be making their shots when needed the most. Finally, they are heating up. But if you're LPU, you just have to play better defense, good offense.
Before that three, Jacob was 0 out of 3. Umali, you want to milk him down low. He's been feasting here. Valdez, Umandak. Miss, Hopia grabs the board. He now has 7 rebounds. Andrada, the post up on Guadagna, goes to Hopia, losing the basketball. Valdez on the run, has Guadagna on the right. Guadagna down low to Valdez.
Easy basket for Valdez, knowing that Hopia could have sprint down, but I guess they were trying to point fingers on who will get their man. But again, if you're San Beda, it doesn't matter on defense. You have to find the nearest man if it means to sprint down the court.
Credit the assist from Guadagna. What a spin by Yukien. And he gets fouled by Umali on his way up. Andrada will head to the line for 2. Here's a pass to Umali. Sean against the long arms of Hopia. Umali again, just using all his might. And then Guadagna finding Valdez, opting for the better shot. Inside to Enoch, who now has 11 points. Simon Peñafiel checking in for the first time in this game. Hasn't seen action. Didn't play in the first 2 quarters. Peñafiel is also one of those guys who's played 17 games, 12 minutes coming off the bench on the average. He's one of the bench mob nito ni Gilbert Malabanan. This is how deep Gilbert Malabanan's lineup is in season 99. And timeout called by LPU. 3 minutes and 16 left in the third. 7-point lead for San Beda. And it's what you've been waiting for, Andre Pacas. It is the dance cam.
And we don't know, this might be our time. Oh, to shine, yes, we have live. Tingnan natin. Inaabangan na po tayo.
Yes! Yeah, Roy! Woo! Yeah, Roy!
Let's go!
Yeah, Roy!
Let's go, Roy!
Let's go, Roy! Let's go, Roy!
Oh. We will win an award for this. Oh, yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Good job, man.
Nice one, Andre.
I didn't know you had the moves. I gotta ask you though, where did you get it from?
Of course. Are we still gonna ask that question from you? Of course, Andre. I've been seeing you dance. Come on.
Not from your dad? Papa Bear, galing din sumayaw nun.
Oh yeah.
Back to live play action here. Peñafiel, the lefty, stroking that jumper, coming in and hitting that shot. You know, you're cold, you're off the bench, didn't play the first 2 quarters, doesn't matter. When your number gets called, you deliver. Good tap from behind by Peñafiel. It leaves to Montaño, but losing the basketball to Becerra, who felt his head was hit. 5-point game. Gonzalez guarded by Villegas. Andrada, let's go! Bingo! Wow! 6 threes for Yukien today.
And looks like there's no sign of stopping because he's always at the right place at the right time to receive those passes.
Montaño answers, no. Goes back to Yukien Andrada. Monster numbers for Andrada, 26 big points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. He is plus 10 today in the plus minus, but losing that basketball. His third turnover. Tagle trying to get the ball back. San Beda. There's that jumper by Peñafiel. A minute in the game, knocking down his first two. Nigel Gonzalez, the kick out to Yukien Andrada. He was 5 out of 6 from three-point range in the first half. He struggled, missing his few attempts here in the third quarter. Didn't matter. He was 0-3 to see Yukien after hitting his first three in the third. Barba attack. Oh, out of control. Good defense by Jomel Puno.
What a way for LPU to read that San Beda defense. You can see they're trying to communicate on who to help and who to show. So he was able to take advantage to drive to the basket. But so happens that they're still having a hard time converting their baskets.
Gonzalez guarded by Peñafiel, bumping bodies. Here's Cortez. Cortez using the left. Ends up with Puno. Back to Jacob. Cross court. Extra pass Gonzalez. Contapay. Shot fake. Won't post up. Being bothered by Bravo. Seems to be okay after that sprained ankle. Good defense by LPU, forcing San Beda to commit a turnover. That will be turnover number 5 here in the third quarter for the Red Lions.
You can see San Beda was trying to take their time in finding the next open bad nut. Each time they do that, LPU was able to adjust and put a body on the nearest man.
Peñafiel looking off to Barba. Down to Bravo. Nice Peñafiel. A 3 by Villegas. No. Offensive board by JM Bravo. Suffocating defense by San Beda on the other side. Cortez off to Vicera. Look at wrestling match.
Whoa!
Down low. Contapay falling down. Bravo was a guy behind Contapay. Let's take a look at this. Bravo, oh, there's that hold by Contapay. His left hand, and Bravo claims it was Contapay who dragged them down.
As both players were trying to fight for position, maybe one of them just lost balance at that point of the play.
Gonzalez. Oh, that's Cortez, rather. Jacob. Fouled. He will head to the line. Jacob. Jacob just loves that move. Dating the defender.
And you can see Peñafiel already saw that move coming from miles away, but still ended up fouling Jacob because of the big bodyguard that Jacob Cortez is using his body to his advantage.
Eight-point game. San Beda in a must-win situation. They want to stay in the hunt, getting a spot back to the Final Four. Cortez, outlet, too strong. Or was that a shot to end the third? Nonetheless, they still have an 8-point lead after that run by LPU here in the third. San Beda still ahead. fourth quarter coming up after the break. Stay tuned, only here, GTV.
Ayun! Ako, thank you. Thank you, Papa Martin and JV. Andun sila ngayon.
Siyempre, mga papi ng NCAA yan, Pekto.
And of course, kasama ko si Chase. Yeah. Hi, Chase.
Kamusta, Pekto?
Mabuti naman. At tanong ko lang sa'yo, wala ba humahabol sa'yo?
Wala.
Hoy, sandali!
Ay, sorry. Hindi mo wala, sorry.
Chase kasi hinahabol. Well, anyway, nandito kami ngayon sa Barangay Ugong, Pasig City. At syempre,
San Beda faithful. All cheers. And why not? They have won back-to-back games, beating the Benil Blazers and the GRU Heavy Bombers in the process. And they want to make it 3 in a row and take down another giant in the LPU Pirates today. And get ready for their final game of the elimination round and face their longtime rivals, the Letran Knights, who are at the bottom of the standings with 2 and 15, tied with the Arellano Chiefs, along with the San Sebastian Sags, 5 and 12, getting their 12th loss, losing to Perpetual today. Valdez met up top there by Yosing, but didn't give up. And Enoch Valdez trying to carry back his team in this one. Bayosing keeps the ball alive, and another possession for San Beda. Bayosing the spin on Bravo. Bayosing up low. Bayosing still keeping that ball alive. But back to LPU, down 6. Umali directing traffic. Guadagna trapped, goes to Bravo, extra pass. That is LPU's game.
And looking at San Beda, it looks like they are struggling to execute a play. It's like they're rushing things because earlier they were doing so well in controlling the pace, but now it seems that LPU was able to take advantage of the miscommunication that San Beda has been having at the start of the fourth quarter.
Umali. Oh, but a pass was tapped by Andrada. Goes back to Jacob Cortez's hands. Andrada, extra pass. Puno! Yes! Para sa tres!
Now, if you're LPU, you can't be relaxing because now they are still trying to find rhythm now inside the post. Yes, they were doing well in attacking, but now if you're to execute your play, you have to take advantage of those moments.
Guadagna, however, answering back, keeping LPU still in this one. Alfaro over to Yukien, back to Jomel Puno. Knocking out the 3, skying high, going strong to the basket.
How do you block that? You're at 6'6", driving
no
strong
way
to the basket. It's Ina Valdez.
Puno grabs the board.
I guess one way for Enoch to answer back to that layup of Puno is by trying to make that triple from beyond the arc.
There's that extra pass. They collapse on Andrada because LPU knows how deadly Andrada has been from that area. But that leaves the rookie Jomel Puno knocking down his first 3-point attempt in this game. Puno, just a 41% three-point shooter for the season in his rookie year, knocking down just his 6th triple He was 5 out of 12 for the season. And then going back to his strong suit, which is attacking the basket, and putting that ball in the hole.
Because it's good to see that, when San Beda is trying to execute their plays, their shots are not, converting whenever they try to shoot. But it's good to see that they're finally reading the defense of LPU, like Jomel Puno. He was able to attack strongly to the basket. If they can take advantage of these moments wherein LPU is kind of sleeping on defense, this will be huge for San Beda. But going back to LPU now, whenever it's their time to execute, they are doing well because they are also trying to match or even do better when it comes to being aggressive against San Beda.
Let's see our officials reviewing this particular play, where Kunanan and Puno got at it. Let's see.
Bodied and arms, hands dangling, so of course will be a call.
And we see crew chief Toti Celeste discussing with LPU's head coach Gilbert Malabanan, explaining also, I believe it was just that yung stepping on the line, so hindi counted as a 3 kanina.
I see.
So it's a 7-point lead for San Beda. 7:41 to go. Cortez, look at San Beda patiently moving the ball, executing their offense. Alfaro Cortez!
Wow! And also talk about the space Jomel Puno was able to give Alfaro with that beautiful screen. What a way to use his size, and of course look for your open man, and what a way to get that green light from your team.
Umali on the block. Good help by Puno. Umali down on the ground. Great defense by San Beda with Jomel Puno helping out on that sequence. But Puno gets fouled by Bravo, and now Puno and Bravo have words for each other. Players gotta be careful here. Even the crowd is into it. And Yuri Escueta is calling Jacob Cortez and his players back to the San Beda bench. With 7:01 to go. This is what you want to avoid. Let's go back. What's that? Well, this is the Alfaro 3. And then here's this drive by Puno. Sasabayan ni Bravo. It was a hard foul. And then the stare down by Bravo on Puno. And look at Puno. And then Alfaro. But there's Andrada to the rescue. Alfaro, the veteran that he is, taking his two hot teammates out there. Cooler heads prevail. And look at Umali also being a pacifier.
But going back to that, it looks like obviously you're trying to go for the block, but an extra motion happens. So let us see the final call of our referees. I mean, I know these two bigs are going at it, but they gotta be careful because these are two pieces that are doing well for their team. Because we have Bravo doing well on the offensive and defensive end, and of course Jomel Puno doing well also by coming to life at this quarter by showing his aggressiveness as well. So you guys gotta be careful because you guys are both valuable pieces in this quarter.
officials, crew chief Toti Celeste, international referee Army Gomez, national referee wearing shirt number 6 still at the replay center. We saw Sean Umali there, Jomel Puno, all smiles now at the bench. Officials taking their precious time in reviewing the play that involved that man, J.M. Bravo, earlier tweaked his ankle. Had to sit out the rest of the first half after spraining his ankle, getting in it with Jomel Puno.
Here we go.
Second team foul.
So it is just a regular foul, but we saw a referee give the technical foul sign. Okay, let's wait and listen to our Coliseum announcer.
Technical foul on number 26 of LPU, John Bravo. Technical foul on number 1 of San Beda, Jomel Puno, both for taunting.
And you heard it from our Coliseum announcer. Both Jomel Puno and J.M. Bravo will be called for technical fouls each.
Oh, okay. So I just got word that it's a regular foul, but they both got a technical foul for taunting.
That yung regular foul, yung challenge ni J.M. Bravo kay Jomel Puno. And then after that, that's when the taunting happened by JM staring at Jomel. Then Jomel reacting. But here's Puno knocking down that first free throw. He's taking 2 because he was fouled in the act of shooting. Now that that's clarified, let's go back courtside. Listen to Diana Igual's report on the LPU Pirates.
Everybody wants to win pero makinig muna kayo sa akin. Andre and Andre, ito ang isa sa paulit-ulit na sabi ni Coach Gilbert Malabanan, emphasizing that their team would not benefit kung magsasarili ang kanilang mga players on the court. There is really an obvious tension as the Pirates gets more and more pressured, with turnover points being a huge problem to this team. Ang tanong natin ngayon, can the LPU Pirates be quick to make the adjustments and build on a better run in the remainder of this final quarter? Malalaman natin yan, balik muna sa inyo.
Thank you, Diana. San Beda now sitting on their biggest lead in this game at 12 points. Valdez given free throws. A 61% free throw shooter for the season. Knocking down 1. We see J.M. Bravo and the rest of the LPU bench. Isa pa daw. LPU has never led in this game. Look at the numbers of Enoch. 16, make that 17 points and 6 boards. And the Pirates, the LPU faithful, delighted on those 2 free throws made by Enoch. A trap by LPU. Puno barely crosses the timeline, breaking that 8-second violation. Now here's Alfaro with 8 to work with. Off to Andrada, back to Alfaro. Off to Jacob, 3 to shoot. Alfaro lets it fly! And the miss, rebounded by Montaño, off to Cunanan. Off to Valdez. Now Umandak, back to Enoch. Inside to Montaño, pass too strong. Recovered by Puno, off to Jacob. Getting the signal from Yuri Escueta on what play to call. Umandak guarding Jacob. Puno off to Alfaro, back to Jacob. It's a 1-2-2 zone employed by LPU. Cortez. His trademark move! Knocking down a difficult shot despite bumping into an LPU body. LPU's turn to answer, but they cannot afford Andre to trade baskets.
Exactly.
With the Betos up by 12. A miss by Macguadanya. Now let's head back courtside. Lexi Gonzalez has her 4th quarter report on the Red Lions. Lexi.
just becoming more crucial as Coach Yuri Escueta reminds his players, and I quote, "We have to be smarter and more disciplined." Dagdag pa niya, "We have to keep our pace," dahil sigurado daw siya na hahataw ang LPU para makahabol. The Red Lions are firing hot to get this abot kamay na panalo, Andre and Andre.
I see what you did there. Thank you for that, Lexi. And I do agree with that report because, you know, these guys are both going at it. Both teams are going at it. Both are very physical at this point. They're both trying to find the rhythm on offense. So what a way for them to just trying to find the nearest option by attacking and staying strong.
Number 7, Maclon Guadagna is second. And that is the 14th foul for LPU Pirates. Sean Amane comes in for Sherlan Umanda.
Talk about adjustments, no, Andre. We can see these teams, yes, they're comfortable. Like San Beda was comfortable from beyond the arc. LPU naman comfortable when it comes to their fast break situations. Pero now, you can see them finding their rhythm inside the painted area because they're both doing well in reading the defense.
Gonzalez is back in. Favre heads back to the bench. A clear out. Cortez fumbled the basketball. Gonzalez letting it fly. Boom! Woo! Gonzalez just coming back in and knocking down that cold-blooded three, extending the Red Lions' lead to their biggest. Guadagna tries to answer back. No go. Rebounded by Payosing. Back to Nigel Gonzalez. A 13-point lead for the Red Lions. Cortez off to Yugien. That would have tore this stadium, the Philoil Eagle Center, down if that shot went down for Yugien Andrada.
And going to the offense of San Beda, what I've noticed, when they all, like there's 4 guys who go inside during their offense, there's always one leaking out or staying outside beyond the arc, so they have a release pass. So what a way for them to always incorporate and find the nearest open shooter for San Beda.
San Beda, who is dead last in points off turnovers, now with 22. Samantalang LPU, number 1 team in points off turnovers, just with 2 today.
Like, even though we know that San Beda is doing well in attacking and creating shots, we have LPU now sticking really to them on defense. What a way for them to get uncomfortable during their offense.
Perimeter points. San Beda has knocked down 40. Grab there, no basket will now count. Yuri Escueta in the San Beda bench asking for that basket to count. Ina Pagdes holding on this left side.
You can see both coaches on the floor trying to get a clear call from the referees.
Under 3 to play. If LPU wants to come back here, but stepping out of bounds along the baseline was Kyle Montaño.
And Andre, for LPU, the only way they're finding their offense at the moment is by those sneaky plays inside the paint, by trying to cut, but so happens they did it really well. Yung nga lang may paa na tumapak doon sa baseline. So if they can be consistent in doing this, San Beda will indeed have trouble.
Cortez to Payosi. If If you're San Beda, you just have to take care of the basketball. Time is on your side. You have a 13-point lead, your biggest. Cortez showing us the dribbling moves. Could have been a highlight, but it rolls out. And Cortez will head back to the line. Today, Jacob from the free throw stripe has been 0 of 2 for the season. Cortez, a 70% free throw shooter.
Jacob Cortez making it look so easy as he drives to the basket with him controlling the pace. He was not rushed, he's just taking control of the pace, and that's why he's rewarded with the 2 free throws, because of him being aggressive.
And now he's in double figures. 10 points, going for 11, and he does. 11 now from Jacob.
Timeout, LPU Pirates.
Gilbert Malabanan calling a timeout. San Beda now up by 15. This is the biggest. We'll be right back with more NCAA action after the break.
Mga kapuso, we're back inside of Electrical Center in San Juan City, continuing our coverage of the NCAA Season 99 New Heroes of the Game. And this is your favorite sports and entertainment show. You guys are watching Game On. My name is Martin Javier, taking care of business for our post-game show. At ngayon po kasama natin dito at the heels of their win, 10th win of the...
Let's take a look at the final remaining games here. San Beda, they've been up and down here in the second round. After just 1 and 4 in their 5 games, they've won the crucial last 2 against Benilde and JRU. All they have to do is win their last 2 games. It's a lot easier said than done, but you're up by 15, Andre.
Exactly. So in other words, you just gotta get you gotta get things going right now by being consistent. And of course, that's the most important thing in going into the next 2 games, is by being consistent on offense and on defense as well.
Sean O'Malley, meantime, flexing his might. Inside, he's doing everything he can. 14 for Sean O'Malley. The final 2 minutes. Down to the clutch. Crunch time. Cortez eluding O'Malley. Cortez gets bumped by Cunanan. Cunanan now called for his 3rd personal foul. Look at O'Malley against Andrade. There's nothing Andrade can do. And then O'Malley says, come on, come on. I thought he was flexing at first, but he's hyping his teammates.
And you gotta give it also to LP, because one of the consistent players they have right now is Sean O'Malley. It just so happens they're having a hard time locating him inside the paint because they are bothered by the size and length of San Beda. But once he does get the ball inside the paint, best believe that something is gonna happen.
And there is proud father, legend in Taft Avenue, legendary cool cat, Mike Cortez. He made those long socks look really cool back in the early 2000s. And that crossover, whew, sheesh.
Maybe we can actually bring those back, throwback fits.
I know, but his son, short shorts. His father used baggy shorts. And mid socks too. Here's Jacob. Dagger! 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 Big 3! Wow, by Jacob, nonchalantly launching that 3 ball. LPU answers in desperation, no. And Jacob securing that rebound. But turnover, back to LPU, corner 3. Under a minute to play. Yuri Escueta says, cross the timeline, hold on to the basketball. Cross the timeline, hold on to the basketball. Nigel Gonzalez has it. The rookie. Big numbers, big minutes from Nigel today. Shot clock violation for San Beda does not matter. Here's Jacob. Cortez looking like his father, but step back, bomb! Wow! $18-point game. San Beda, the biggest lead. And to permanently close the doors on an LPU comeback. LPU did have chances, even back in the third, right?
They indeed had it, but again, it was the consistency of San Beda that prevailed in today's game, Andre.
San Beda faithful, delighted. If you're from Perpetual Help, you are not, because Perpetual is out. With 10 wins and 8 losses, the magic numbers now 11. The only team that can force San Beda into a playoff is JRU if they win tomorrow against the Giants, the Mapua Cardinals. San Beda now on a 3-game winning streak. Jacob Cortez knocking down that big three, putting away the LPU Pirates. But still, LPU in the Final Four with a twice-to-beat advantage as they finish the elimination round with 13 wins and 5 losses. That's the final score, 74-56. Let's head to the court now and listen to San Beda school hymn.
Ayun! Ako, thank you. Thank you, Papa Martin and JV. Andun sila ngayon.
Siyempre, mga papi ng NCAA yan, Pekto.
And of course, kasama ko si Chase. Yeah. Hi, Chase.
Kamusta, Pekto?
Mabuti naman. At tanong ko lang sa'yo, wala bang humahabol sa'yo? Wala. Hoy, sandali!
Ay, sorry. Hindi mo wala, sorry.
Chase kasi hinahabol. Well, anyway, nandito kami ngayon sa Barangay Ugong, Pasig City. At syempre, para maghanap ng mga supporters sa, syempre, dito sa NCAA.
Oo, at Pekto, alam mo dito, parang curious ako dito sa parte na to. Baka kasi may nanonood. Tingin mo may nanonood kaya dito?
Sandali. Mga idol! Okay ba tayo dyan?
Hello!
Wala pang nanonood kasi ginagawa pa lang yung bahay.
Oo, ayun, sige, daan lang po tayo.
Daan lang po kayo. Kuya, magandang araw sa inyo. Ay, hi!
Nag-hello sila sa atin,
Oo,
Pekto.
nag-hello sila sa'yo kasi nakita nila, uy, si Cheese yun ah. Sabi gano'n.
Diba? Pero mukhang walang TV dito sa ngayon.
Wala.
Okay, kaya tingin tayo dito.
San Beda prevailing by 18, 74-56. The hottest team as we wind down the second round and the elimination round here in season 99. They have won 3 straight, beating the likes of the Benil Blazers, Jerry Heavy Bombers, and now the LPU Pirates with us. This guy just played fantastic today. Yukien Andrada, the 6'5" big. 26 points for Yukien. Just letting it fly out there. 6 out of 11 from downtown. He was 5 out of 6 from 3 in the first half. 55% from 3-point range, plus 24 in the plus minus. Congratulations, Yukien. Una sa lahat, on natin mic mo. Ayan. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a game. Lumaban ng LPU. May punto ba sa laro na inisip mo ni Coach Yuri na pwede pang mawala sa atin to?
Sabi naman sa amin ni Coach Yuri lagi kaya yung first half kasi medyo parang bad start yung LPU. So in the dugout talaga sinabi ni Coach Yuri on the halftime na magpipick up ng energy ang LPU. So sabi sa amin wag kami mag-relax and keep playing our game talaga and finish until the buzzer.
Your previous high was 22, sorry Dre. His previous high was 22 points. This is career high. Did you know that?
I didn't know until the end of the game talaga na I had 26 points.
And you didn't know it was your career high?
Oh, I know it was my career high when my teammate
sabi 26. Yeah. The question is, Yukien, were you aiming to get that career high or no? You just did what you wanted to carry your team for a win.
No, I didn't expect talaga na I was gonna get my career high. Coach Yuri just told me if I get the open look, take those shots. Wala akong hesitation daw. Walang hesitation, take those shots every time.
And it is your shot, right?
And speaking of, doing damage beyond the arc, you are what's here? You have your 54, if I'm not mistaken, 54% in the 3-point range. Ito ba, if you're allowed to share it, first options nyo ba yung beyond the arc? Yung tumira sa labas? Kasi napansin ko, even when I covered your past games, it was you and the other guards. Pagdating sa offense, there's always that open look beyond the arc. Yung ba parati ang mga first option nyo sa mga play?
Hindi naman siya first option, pero kasi ayun nga, yung system kasi ni Coach Yuri mostly parang most on the outside shots talaga. Pero ayun nga, pag may na-open talaga sa labas, everyone can shoot the ball talaga.
Pag libre, tira mo. Ganun ba?
Yes, pag libre, tira mo.
It's no surprise, Andre, because Yukien and San Beda, number 2 in the league in 3-point field goal percentage at 30%. And Yukien, as I said, is number 2 in 3-point field goals made, 33 before this game. Pero today, he has hit 6, so going mo ng 39. Jacob Cortez was number 1 before this game. We'll find out kung ikaw ng number 1 doon. And you're number 3 in 3-point field goal percentage made. Okay, you knew how big this game was. Because alam mong nanalo kanina perpetual and now officially they are out. Did you even think about it? Pinag-uusapan nyo ba yung perpetual, yung JRU, or iniisip nyo lang yung kayo na just to make sure we get all the wins para sure na tayo sa Final Four?
Iniisip na talaga namin yung yung sarili talaga namin. Kasi, ayun nga, sabi sa amin ni Coach Yuri, ulitin ko talaga, focus talaga kami sa games namin as much as possible talaga, we want to win all our remaining games kasi nga, it will solidify our position sa top 4.
Well, now you are 11-6 sa team standings, tied with Benil. Yukien. If JRU is 10-7, but you beat them. If JRU wins tomorrow, they'll be 11-7. And then you have your last game against Letran. You're out. officially, but yun yung mga nakakatakot, diba, Dre? You have nothing to lose. You have a team, you're facing a team, your rivals pa, and at the same time, their backs are against the wall. What is now the plan and the mindset heading into your final game? Because if you win that, you're automatically, kayo na, yung number 4 sa Final Four.
Yun na, we're just gonna focus sa Letran talaga kasi we know that, rival game talaga eh. They're gonna play their hard talaga. Even though they're out of the Final Four nga, it's still a big game for them kasi you said that they have nothing to lose, so we're gonna prepare really well talaga for them.
And of course, you don't want to, beat the likes of JRU, Benilde, and then LPU, and then, not to, with all due respect to Letran, and then lose to the team that's not even part of the Final Four race. But still, keep on doing what you're doing. Yukien, any more questions, Dre?
I'm good. I am actually on speechless right now. You did best. And congratulations again on your win. And get your rest and focus on the upcoming games.
I'm going to put you on the hot seat. How many more years do you have here? 2?
I have, 2 more years.
Will you play all 2?
We'll see.
I told you, it's a hot seat. But Yuki, keep doing what you're doing, kid. Just let that ball fly. Good luck in your final game. I give you now your time to share shout-outs. Say thank you or greet mo kahit sinong gusto. Go ahead.
I just want to thank my family na nanood ngayon. Kinakamusta ko rin yung mga family ko sa Bulacan, sa Quezon City, and yung mga high school coaches ko, pinapasalamatan ko rin sila. And yung teammates ko and my coaches, big thank you for them and my girlfriend. You
know what? It's funny. I got to cover your brother, Yutien, when he was in high school. And now I'm covering you in college. This just goes to show that it runs in the blood, at the same time how old I am. Yuki, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Yuki and Andrada and the San Beda Red Lions. Good luck on Friday against Letran. Keep doing what you're doing. One of the best bigs that we see. Stroking that 3. Just letting that fly. Pag libre,
tira mo.
Heck yeah.
Maraming salamat to Yukien Andrada, again, our player of the game with a career high 26 big points, 5 boards, 2 assists, a steal, plus 24 in the plus minus, and all that in 31 minutes of play. And look at the numbers. Andre, it was just pretty much dominated by San Beda all throughout.
Exactly, and we think that, yes, Yukien was making it rain and other players are making it rain from beyond the arc, but what they failed to see as well is the perimeter points, 43 against 12, and yung maganda dito, the bench points of San Beda, whoever coach would put in are, you can, I guess, definitely say, are always ready to play the game.
And Dre, we still have a few more minutes here left in the coverage, but things, I know we're down to the crucial games. Again, I hope we can see and look at the updated team standings right now and take a look. Here it is on our screens. Mapua still number 1, 14-3. Both Mapua and LPU, regardless if, yes, LPU lost to San Beda just moments ago, but they're still one of the top 2 spots that have a twice to beat advantage. Mapua will play their final game tomorrow against JRU. San Beda is now up to number 3. Benilde will be facing EAC tomorrow for their final game. And then JRU, as I said, will face Mapua. If they win, they'll be 11-7 at the end of the elimination round. San Beda, if they lose to Letran, they will be 11-7. And Benilde then, kung matalo sila sa EAC, magtatabla, and then we go to the quotient and the playoff.
In other words, it is not that simple. Akala mo ito na yung standing, pero meron pa nangyayari, which is an amazing thing because we still have more games coming up, and obviously, it's going to be an exciting matchup for all teams.
One thing I know for sure is that win earlier by San Beda officially kicks out Perpetual in the race to the Final Four. So it's Perpetual, EHG, San Sebastian, Letran, and Nacaliano all officially out of contention. And we have 5 teams vying for 4 spots in the playoffs. Anything else you want to add?
All I can add is for all these teams that have games left, it's all a battle of consistency. I know I sound redundant, but the thing is, it's always consistent in offense or defense or whatever it is. You just have to play your game and do. You guys know the rest. So just be consistent.
Let's take a look at the remaining games, the schedule. And as I said, kanina ko pa binabanggit, pero makikita natin on our screens. In 3, 2, 1, here it is. Big games, again, with playoff implications. It can still change, as Andre Paras just mentioned, at 1:30 p.m. It will be JP Maguliano, a sorry campaign for the graduating general because he tried to carry his team to the Final Four, but their officially out of contention. They will face the Benil Blazers, the reigning first runners-up from last season, the reigning MVP, Will Gozum. What are you looking forward to in this matchup?
Looking forward to, of course, the intensity of each player because they have both teams, EAC and Benil, they all have the complete package. They all have players that can do the damage. But the thing is, I know I'm going to sound redundant again, it's the way they are consistent on offense. There are times when you watch these guys, they will have some miscommunications and some lapses when it comes on the defensive end. But that's okay because you can always see na bumabawi naman sila whenever they communicate. And of course, these things happen when you all just play together.
Well, depends on the matchups. Benil, if they win tomorrow against EAC, they will finish the elimination round with 12 wins and 6 losses. Good for number 3. But if San Beda wins, they will be tied as well with 12 and 6. Okay, now this is the final game. The Mapua Cardinals against the JRU Heavy Bombers. As I said, 14-3 is Mapua. This is a non-bearing game for them because they're assured of one of the 2 spots in the Final Four and also that twice-to-beat advantage. But what are you looking forward to in this particular game, Mapua and JRU? I'm anticipating fireworks.
Fireworks, of course. When it comes to me, knowing that these 2 teams are both running teams, these teams will always be running, and best believe these guys, will give it their all, even though, yes, Mapua has their sure in the Final Four, but when it comes to JRU naman, you just gotta play your best. And JRU has been playing their best. Yes, they have lost some games, but the thing is, you can see that they're all coming alive because yun nga lang, here we go again, they're being consistent at the same time. They've been doing big adjustments when it comes to big situations.
Let's take a look at the games on Friday. And Arellano and San Sebastian, yes, it is a non-bearing game. This is just going to be all for pride. San Sebastian losing earlier to Perpetual, 5 wins and 12 losses. Good for 8th place in the standings. Arellano naman in last place with 2 wins and 15 losses. 2 teams that have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. And you want to close out, of course, your campaign this season on a high note with a win and then look towards the future, towards next season. But then the game that has playoff implications is the one after that, which is a match of 2 rivals, longtime rivals, the San Beda Red Lions and the Letran Knights at 1:30 p.m. Kanina, nabanggit na rin ni Yuki Nadrada, the team that is dangerous is a team that has nothing to lose, which is Letran, because they're not in the picture of making it to the Final Four. San Beda, on the other hand, if they win that, they secure their spot in the top 4 and boot out the JRU Heavy Bombers, regardless if JRU wins tomorrow.
And if you're San Beda, you just make sure that Letran doesn't ruin anything for you. So in other words, both teams just has to go at it, because even though this may be the last game of Letran, you just still have to give your all, and it's important because of course you gotta treat all games with respect. Just keep going at it until the end of the buzzer.
We still have a lot of time, and I mean a lot, because we still have 2 minutes to go before we say goodbye. Anything else you want to say or probably greet, Dre, as we want to thank all our viewers na talagang nandiyan pa rin, sumuporta right from the start of this doubleheader this Tuesday. May mga gusto ka bang batiyan? Go ahead.
Of course, I just want to say what's up to my dad and brother watching online. Thank you so much for always supporting me, even though if I'm not on the court, I'm off the court. And
of course,
I know I'm doing a better job than that, but thank you for all the advice you've given me, Dad. And yeah, thank you so much for all the support. And of course, to all the other fans and the people who keep continuously watching the NCAA, please do continue. If you could and can, please come over here to our arena and always support your favorite teams.
What are you talking about? You did fantastic when you were playing, even in college and the pros. And also hello to Pau Bear, to Benji Paras, if he's tuned in. Your dad is watching, you said?
He is.
Well, I don't know if my fiance is watching, but Pauline Versosa and Booker, I don't know if they are. But again, we'll see you tomorrow. Action continues as we wind down, and we will have a clearer picture of the Final Four after tomorrow and then on Friday as well. Because as I said, San Beda will be facing Letran on Friday. Thank you to everybody. Maraming salamat. And on behalf of sa lahat na hindi nyo po nakikita, dahil lang nakikita lang syempre tayo yung panel, our courtside reporters, but marami pong salamat. And on behalf of everybody, of course, our team, Synergy, GMA, GTV, our floor directors, are from top to bottom, di ko na isa-isahin kasi baka abutin tayo ng anong oras. But to our big bosses, Sir Oli Amoroso, Ms. Marivic Arineta, Ma'am Jenny Jimenez, and Sir Ledske and Hinan, Sir Vic Caridad, Sir Leds, who's not here today, has an emergency. And also to everybody, our directors. Our director for today is Raul De Ocampo, who's opted to give us a lot of on-cam time. Thank you, Direk. And our game producers, Manny Gabutin. Our floor director for today is Roy Tulio. For Diana Igual, Lexi Gonzalez, and Andre Paras. I'm Andre Felix. Marami pong salamat at magkita-kita tayo ulit bukas dahil painit ng painit ang aksyon ng inyong NCAA Season 99 New Heroes of the Game, live and exclusive only here on GTV. Happy Tuesday. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless.